There are hundreds of horse farms in Kentucky that fall into three basic categories. Stud farms, where stallions breed. Broodmare farms, where mothers foal. And training centers.
The core of our business has to do with the racehorse.
Have you ever wondered what happens there? This is Magdalena Farm in Lexington, home to trainer Kenny McPeak.
29 paddocks to turn out in.
It's where yearlings take their first steps on the road to becoming a champion.
Get to see a horse being broken to saddle, to bridle, learning the basics, and then brought through those basics into the stages of racing.
The farm is equipped with all the amenities, including a unique practice course where horses run uphill.
About 30 degrees uphill.
Building strength to run down the stretch.
You need some sort of resistance, and the best resistance is hills.
Kenny McPeak bought Magdalena to create a training center about 10 years ago. It turned out he also saved a lot of history.
An amazing amount of history that really didn't need to go to waste. You know, there's a pre-Civil War family buried in the cemetery up on the hill. This one right here, that's Magdalena. She died in 1861, 1790. You know, I really challenge any horse farm in central Kentucky to say that they've got more history than Magdalena. A long list of champions buried here.
This was one of the first farms ever to offer commercial breeding services.
The horse that was standing here, Crawler, in 1810, 65 years before the Kentucky Derby.
And still today, its Kentucky Derby connections run deep.
Kentucky Derby winner Venetian Way was conceived right here. And then Tommy Lee, who was the 1959 Derby winner, he is buried here as well and stood here as a stallion.
The barns that stand here are original, including the breeding shed, which has plenty of history all its own. It looks the same as it has for a century on the outside, but inside, well, take a look now.
Stallions and the mares did the breeding right here. And Seattle Slew's mother was conceived right here where we stand. And Silver Charm's mother was conceived in here as well. And now it's a party house. What happens in the breeding shed stays in the breeding shed.